Please follow your own instincts, your own wisdom, your body's knowing. Let's start lying face up, lying down on our backs. And arrive together. So just spreading out if that feels comfortable for you. If there's a different position you prefer, like with knees bent, that's okay. And just take your hands to your belly and just give your belly a little welcome rub. And take some deeper, fuller breaths as you arrive here on the floor. Starting the practice by sighing out the mouth to release any excess anxiety or tension or grief, just whatever is not serving you in this moment. Let it out through a sigh. Let the touch of your hands on your belly be soothing and welcoming and connecting. Now take your hands to your heart and just touch in there. Pausing with that touch, that warm touch of your hands to your heart. Checking in with your heart space. And just asking yourself, what would serve you today? What would bring you the greatest good? Maybe it's something more energetic. Maybe it's something more gentle. Maybe it's Shavasana the whole time. Please honor yourself. And then bring your hands to your face. And just let the touch of your hands to your face relax and release your brain and your eyes. Maybe there are a few more sighs coming out the mouth. Let the hands invite a tuck to the chin so that the back of the neck opens a little bit. And as you're tucking your chin and touching your hands to your face, reach out through your legs. Get more energized through your legs and really plug in through the legs. Squeeze in, draw in through the belly. And then just let the fingers roll down the face, rub down the face, massage down the face, releasing the cheeks and the jaw and the eyes. And just send any excess energy out the hands, wish it away. Interlace your fingers and lengthen your arms up above your head. And still reach out through those legs. Now drawing the legs together. And feel one smooth, long line of energy from feet out through hands, scooching your belly in to get longer through the middle. Take a big breath in and another sigh out. Stick out your tongue on that exhale. And then squeeze your knees into your chest when you get the moment. And hug them in and retuck your chin and re-lengthen out your neck. See if you can keep your head on the mat as you lengthen your spine from crown of head down through tailbone. And then just rock it out gently side to side. And let your head go with this rock. So knees to the left, eyes to the left. And vice versa. And then go ahead and take your hands to soles of feet or creases of knees, coming into a rocking happy baby. Knees come to either sides of the torso as you rock, and your eyes also, again, continue to look along with the rock. And then let's reach the legs up to the sky. See if you can keep your hands somewhere on your legs, maybe you're on your feet, and extend open through the backs of the legs, hamstrings, calves, backs of knees, soles of feet, all opening. Retuck your chin and re-lengthen out through the spine and squeeze the belly in. And then go ahead and just kick your heels towards your butt. And just give yourself a little kick, kick, kick. Right foot comes down, left ankle crosses over right thigh, right knee hugs in, and hands come around to take hold of that right leg, somewhere on the leg. Drawing the right knee in, And with your left elbow, sending your left knee away. And just stretch out that hip. If you like, reaching your right leg up to the sky and circling out both ankles. Breathing a little deeper. Take a breath. Draw in one more time, right knee in, left knee away. And then bend the right knee, cross your left knee on top of your right, and twist your knees over to the right, extending your left arm out. And just breathe into the twist. Gazing into the left palm. What would you like to fill your left palm up with today, or what would you like to empty out of your left palm? Drawing in or releasing out. 2 more breaths in this twist. Last breath. And come on back to center and squeeze your knees in and just rock out again. And this time circle out your knees, taking your hands to your knees and circling. And circle in both directions. And then go ahead, bring your left foot to the floor and right ankle crosses over left thigh. And draw your left knee in towards your chest. Hands come somewhere onto that left leg. Left knee draws in. And right elbow sends left knee away, right knee away. Tuck your chin again. Lengthening out spine. And if it feels good, launch your left leg up to the sky. And again, circle out your ankles in both directions. Find that deep squeeze on exhale through the belly, just wringing out your body. A couple more breaths here. Can you relax somewhere in your body a little more that's feeling tense? Maybe your jaw, or your belly, or your chest. Can you let it go? And as a matter of fact, just take this last breath, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. Bend your left knee. Bring your knees aligned, right knee on top of left, and then take your twist again. Knees go off to the left, right arm opens out to the right, twist. Gaze toward the right. Look into that right palm and ask yourself how you might serve yourself best today, and how serving yourself might best serve others. And just breathe into those questions and answers. Releasing out the excess tension, drawing in the positive energy and love that's around you. One more breath. And on your next inhale, come back to center and circle those knees out, holding with your hands. And bring it into a rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. So if this doesn't feel good, don't do it. But if it does, you can do it once or twice or lots of times. We're going to meet on all fours. So find your way to tabletop. And right away come into your cats and cows. So on inhale, lift, chin, chest, eyes, and tail. And just pause. Pause in this cow shape, dropping your belly, opening your collarbones, lifting your tail, and lifting your eyes, opening your throat. Stick out your tongue, laugh. And then exhale, round it out. Drop your head, drop your tail, squeeze your belly and pause here, hold here, and really round out like a Halloween cat, arching. See how much of your spine you can notice. Tuck your chin deep. And let's move between these two places. On inhale, opening, pausing for a breath or two. Before you move too fast, just move slow. Exhale, rounding. And you move this at your own pace. If you're ready to move faster, go for it. If you're still feeling like you want to be a little more gentle and slow, please do that. See if you can notice your head and your shoulders and your hips and your belly all along for the ride in different ways. And let's bring this into some spirals and swirls through the head, through the shoulders, through the hips. Your own way, your own dance. Let it bring your breath in and out even better, even more, even fuller. Come back to neutral. Draw your knees together. Take a breath in. And on exhale, gaze past the left shoulder toward the left ankle. Let the right hip jut out, C-shape to the spine. Inhale, center. And exhale off to the other side. C-shape to the spine. And move with it. Inhale, center. And exhale. Again, finding your own pace. If you want to pause, if there are places that feel like they need a little extra time and attention, this is your moment. Just a couple more rounds. Really deepening into your breath and your awareness. We're going to take the last one. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Come on back to center. Curl your toes under and let's have a seat back on our heels for toes pose. So you're opening the soles of the feet. You're sitting down onto your heels. If this is too much, just skip it. You can always come in and out of this. We're going to stay here for a few moments, just working to circle out the shoulders a bit. Getting some energy flowing up into the chest and the heart and the arms, the head. Let the elbows come into it. Forward, up, back, and down. Come those circles. Toes pose, opening soles of feet at the same time. Wrists are moving, fingers are moving. Let's take some back strokes. Let's see if you can follow with your eyes those back strokes. And let's meet with the hands interlaced behind, broadening the chest, reaching the arms away, lifting the heart like a fountain or a flower up toward the sky, squeezing your belly into support. And let's bring the right ear to the right shoulder and circle out the left shoulder. And then bring the head, the chin down to the chest and lengthen your arms back even further away from your body. Drop those shoulder blades. And let's bring the left ear to the left shoulder, or toward the left shoulder, and circle out that right shoulder. And if you're still in toes pose, congratulations. And then one more time, looking up this time, again, reaching the arms away from the body, belly draws in, collarbones open, throat opens, eyes look up, breath in. And gently release, hands to the mat, circle out those wrists and tap the tops of the feet. Any frustrations you have, stop a little tantrum. Curl the toes under, let's rise it on up, downward facing dog. And let your hands come really wide on the mat, and your feet for the moment, really wide on the mat. Give yourself a wide dog. Pressing your palms forward, pawing with your palms, and just swaying your weight from side to side. Maybe coming up on each ball of each foot. Just kind of walking it out like you're taking your dog for a little walk. And with your arms and legs wide, give your head a nod, yes. Really let there be lots of space for that yes. Notice what you're saying yes to these days. Just take a moment. What is positive? What is nourishing? What are you inviting in? What are you allowing? And then shake out no, and give it a real vigorous no. And let yourself notice what your no's are like these days. What are you saying no to? Maybe you need to say more no's, or maybe you need to say more yeses. And just notice. And go ahead, walk your feet together. Press your palms forward, lift your sitting bones high. Engage those kneecaps and those thighs. And let's go ahead and press your heart back toward your thighs. And again, re-extend the palms into the planet. Reaching your right leg on up. Circling out your right ankle once again. And go ahead and bend the knees, so the knees come together. We're going to do a little fire hydrant work. So Lift the knee up toward the sky like you're peeing on a fire hydrant. And exhale, come on down. And inhale, lift up. And exhale down. We're just gonna take one more. Inhale like that. And then bring it into that nice circle that we take. Kind of lubricating the hip. And circle your knee in both directions, taking your time, no rush to get in both directions. So take a few moments with it. Let your head dangle, let your arms be strong. Reach your right leg now, extend it high to the sky, big breath in. And exhale, your right knee is gonna come across toward your left tricep, elbow, shoulder. Inhale, re-extend high. Exhale, knee across the body toward opposite elbow, shoulder. Inhale, one more time, reach up. Exhale, crisscross it across. And reach on high, big breath in. And exhale, bring that right foot down. And we're actually gonna step the left foot forward and come down on the right knee. So we're continuing opening the right hip. Hands come to that front thigh and dip your hips deep. And just breathe into your heart as your hips sink into the planet. And open your arms like a wild goddess that you are, or godling. Elbows wide, elbows in line with shoulders. Palms face forward, heart opens, elbows wide, breath in. And then exhale, press through that front foot and round a little bit. Chin tucks, weight pulls back, elbows touch if possible. Inhale again, expand, sink into the hips, look up, lift the heart. Exhale, use the front foot to press back into a more neutral lunge, and the elbows and wrists touch, the chin tucks. 2 more times just so you get it. Inhale, wide, look up, heart lifts. Exhale, press and bow, gather. Last one, inhale wide. Exhale, gather in. Hands to the floor. Curl the back toe under and pull back through your hips and bow your head. And just let your head dangle. If it feels good, lift the 5 toes of the left foot. You could always place a block under the ball of that foot. Squeeze your belly in on exhales. Release your shoulders, release your spine. 2 more breaths. Nurture your breath. Last breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee and fly, standing split. Let right leg flows to the sky, head bows heavy. Maybe you challenge your balance, walking one hand or both hands, or one hand and then the other to your ankle. Maybe you take a little handstand hop, just see what feels good in your body. Head releases, back leg floats higher for 3. Breath deepens, 2. 1 more, feel the fullness of the moment. And we'll step back strong into our high plank pose. Pause here. And just breathe in, find your courage, find your strength. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. And just let your head move around a little bit, making sure you feel relaxed and loose in the head and neck and jaw, the eyes, and strong through the core and belly and legs for 3, 2, 1 last breath, inhale. Knees down, chest down, chin down, wiggle worm, pause there. Just feel the shape of your spine. And then wiggle down to the floor. And rise on up into a Sphinx pose. So you're on your forearms. Your elbows draw in toward your rib cage. And your heart opens. Your legs are strong. And just pause here. Feel the energy of the pose for 3. Choose your gaze. 2. 1 more breath. Reach your arms back. Interlace your fingers. And lift a little higher. Chest, legs, thighs. For 3, 2, squeeze your butt. 1 more breath. Feet come down, hands come down, high plank, inhale. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Breath in and a sigh out. Nod your head yes, shake it out no. Let's go ahead and launch the left leg high to the sky. Circle out that left ankle. And then bend the left knee. And we're going to take those fire hydrant poses. So inhale, lift the knee and imagine you're peeing on a fire hydrant. Exhale, draw back in. And work it. Inhale and exhale a few times. Lifting that knee away from the center of your body. Last one. And just bring it right into that circle. Imagine you're drawing a circle on the left wall with your knee. Maybe it's tiny, maybe it's big. And be sure you explore both directions of that ball and socket joint. The standing leg's very supported, as are the arms. Let's float the left leg high to the sky in the center, breath in. And exhale, left knee to right, elbow, tricep, shoulder. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, left to right, twist it across. One more time, inhale it on up, wide open, twist it across. Reach it up, big breath in. And bring the left foot down to meet the right. And we'll step this time the right foot forward, sink down on the left knee. Hands come to front thigh and dip your hips deep. And this time we're going to interlace the hands behind the back, sink the hips, lift the heart. And just find your way for a few breaths. Reaching the hands away from the body, squeezing the belly in on exhale. Maybe your head could fall back and open the throat. Drop the shoulder blades, lift the chest. One more breath. And we'll go ahead, hands come to the mat. And press back, pyramid pose, hips fall back. Head bows heavy. Maybe the 5 toes of the right foot rise on up. Bowing in, breathing in. Letting happen. And also charting your course. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to move? How is this working for you? Tuning in, checking in. 2 more breaths. Can you let go even more? And we'll take flight, standing split. Hands plant, left leg floats to the sky, head bows heavy. Play with it in your way. Maybe you take a hop, maybe you use blocks and get more support. Maybe you challenge your balance. 2 more breaths. Can you lift your left leg higher? Can you let your head go more? Last breath. Feel the fullness of the moment. And step back strong to high plank. Pause here again. This time, if you like, lift one leg and then the other, like you're taking yourself for a little plank walk. Feel your strength, feel your length. Last breath. This time, chaturanga, just hovering above the floor. Inhale to your version of a back bend, up dog. Thighs could be on or off the mat. What matters is your heart is opening. It's a practice. And exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a sigh out. Bend your knees, look forward, spring step or float to the front. Reach on out, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and bow, let it go. And let's just hang in ragdoll for a few breaths. So you could bend your knees a lot or a little. You could choose your hand position, maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow. Maybe head dangles, hands to feet, hands to legs, whatever works for you. Spine gets some spaciousness. Taking our time today. I think we all need a little slowing down, a little more time. And draw your hands to the back of your head or hair and just give a tug or a pull or a massage. And see if you can really touch into the back of the neck, as well as the back of the skull, but really the back of the neck holds a lot. Can you release that place where the neck and the skull meet, the occipital ridge? Can you pull your hair? Massage your temples, massage your jaw and your shoulders. Let go. Release your hands to the floor and give a big sigh out. Now toe heel your feet together. Bend your knees and roll your way gently up to standing. Reach your arms out wide and high. Take your right hand to your left wrist and take a side bend, stamping down through the left foot. And then inhale, come back to center, right hand to left wrist, side bend, shoulders drop down. Come on back. And walk your fingers along the ceiling, lift your heart, big breath in, make a little offering out your heart, let it go. And exhale, fold, swan dive forward, let it go. Reach on out, flat back, inhale. Belly strong, legs strong, spine long. Exhale, step back, high plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog, maybe thighs lift, maybe not. Exhale, down dog, pull it on back. Inhale your right leg high to the sky, bend the knee and roll your hip open. Exhale, right knee to right, elbow, tricep, shoulder. Inhale, reach it up, open wide. Exhale, right to right. And just one more time, inhale, open up. Exhale, right to right. And then draw it into center line, knee to chest, knee to nose. Step your right foot forward. Spin your left foot flat. Come on up, warrior one. Breath in. Lift your heart. Exhale, hands to heart. And open wide, warrior two. Go ahead and give a little shimmy out to those shoulders and arms and wrists and fingers. And turn your palms open and reverse your warrior. Big breath in. Exhale, side angle, elbow to thigh. Left arm reaches over ear. And take a big wide circle with that left arm. And follow it with your eyes. And then wrap your top arm around your back for half bind. And stay here for 5 breaths. And just make the best of your time. If all you do is follow your breath counts, that's great work. Sinking into the hips, opening your right knee toward pinky toe, spinning through the central line of your body. 2 more breaths. Maybe the gaze goes to the sky. Inhale fully. Exhale, hands come down, left knee comes down, and we'll take an early pigeon, walking your right foot over to the left. Sink your hips down. Lift your heart up. Just 3 breaths here. 3, 2, shimmy the heart a little bit. 1 more breath. And we'll step back, plank pose. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breath in, sigh out. Left leg flows to the sky. Bend the knee and roll your hip open. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, tricep, shoulder. Inhale on up, open that hip. Exhale, left to left. Feel your strength. Be kind to yourself. Bend the knee, roll open. 1 more time. Left to left. Reach it on up, big breath in. Oops, we'll do 1 more, left to left. And then sneak into the center, tuck your chin to your chest, and step your left foot forward. Spin your right foot flat, find your footing, rise your way up. Warrior one, sink your hips deep. Take a moment to really feel into your legs and your feet. Lift your heart and your gaze. Inhale. Exhale to heart, hands to heart. And open wide, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And really take the moment to open the side body. Exhale, side angle lunge, left elbow to thigh. Right arm reaches. Shoulders draw away from ears. Take a big wide circle with that right arm. And follow it with your eyes. And really find the earth with your bottom body, the legs and the feet, the hips. And find the heavens with your breath and your heart. And then merge the two as you wrap your right arm around the back for a half bind. And breathe for 5 breaths. Settle into the fullness of the pose. Evolve the pose. Tuck your tailbone back toward your back heel. Focus on your breath or your gaze or your heart opening. You see what matters and what works. Inhale. Last breath. Exhale, hands come on down. Drop your right knee down and walk your left knee across over to the right, sinking in to an early pigeon. Lift your heart. 3 breaths. Sinking into your hips, maybe shimmering the upper body a little bit. Last breath. And we'll release. Step back strong, high plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flow it on back, downward facing dog. Right leg flows to the sky, inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior 1. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And this time straighten your right leg. Still opening that whole right side line. And hinge your way, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right arm reaches super long. And finally finds its way down, maybe to a block, or your shin or the floor. And again, your heart opens. And just find your breath, most importantly. Just find your breath. Find a comfort for your gaze. And find your center. All big things, all of these big tasks. Lean back and feel the fullness of the pose. By the way, if your knee is strained, micro bend that right knee. Last breath. Let's rise and let's turn the toes in and interlace your hands at your low back and lift your heart. Stamp into each foot, spread to the 4 corners of each foot. Lift from your pubic bone right up through the opening of your throat and your chin. And keeping the hands clasped, bow full forward. Dropping the head. If it's hard for you to keep your hands clasped, use a towel or a strap or bring them into a different position that might work nicely for you. And just breathe. You can move around or stay still. You can bring your legs wider or closer together. See if you can find the place where your head is released. Last couple breaths. Hands to the floor. Come on up to a flat back. Shoulders are in line with wrists. Spine is long. Right hand comes right under the nose. Left hand comes to sacrum, right at the base of the spine. Just bring your palm there and rub. And see that you're balanced through the hips as you turn and spin toward the left. Your heart lifting up toward the left. The pelvis remains neutral. And then reach your left arm skyward and open up through the wingspan of your arms. Lean back, open up, enjoy. Keep your knees safe. Exhale, we're gonna swing that left arm across to the right ankle. And right arm walks over to the left. Opening up the back of the heart. Bowing your head. You find this pose for your own self. So you're reaching your left arm across, but you're twisting really, walking your right hand over to the left. 2 breaths. Last breath. Come back to center, unwind, and just feel into the unwinding. Bend your knees for a minute and just move around like a little wild safari animal. And left hand comes under the nose. And right hand this time comes to sacrum. And just rub with your palm to your sacrum. And as you're doing so, hips are balancing. And heart is turning to the right. And elbows rising to the sky. You could stay right there or reach your arms in big wingspan, right arm to the sky. Energy pulling into that left hip, left leg. Maybe knee needs to bend gently. You check it out. But spin through the center of your body for 3, 2, one more breath. Feel the fullness of the moment. And then swing your right hand toward your left leg. It either comes to the leg or not, doesn't have to. And left arm walks to the right. And you get this nice opening for the back of the heart. Head bowing. Arms moving in opposition. Breathe deep into the back of the heart like you're expanding a tattoo between your shoulder blades. Last breath. Let's unwind nice and easy. And we'll rise carefully. And we'll take the warrior 2 on the second side. So turn the left toes out and roll the right toes in. And come into your warrior 2. And just pause there and feel this power through this pose. The arms are expanding like laser beams. The legs are plugged into the earth. Your heart is centered over your head and your hips. Inhale, reverse your warrior and straighten out that left leg. Maybe a little micro bend to the left knee, keeping the knee safe if you need so. And hinge your way, Trikonasana triangle pose. Long, long, long through the left side. Left hand comes down, right arm expands, and you find your way into this pose. Breathing into the long lines and the shapes and the places that need your love and support. Maybe you alter the pose a little bit just to serve your own body, your own being. Last breath. Oh, feel the fullness of the moment. How would you express it even more? Maybe it's with a big scream. Wah! And this time we're just gonna unwind and come down onto our knees. We're going to transition into frog pose. Not often practiced pose. So taking the outer edges of your mat and folding them in. You're going to bring your knees as wide as you can onto the padded mat. And you may not go that wide, you may go very wide. Sink down onto your forearms and align your ankles with your knees. And you may be able to plop really far down. Maybe that is where you're going with this. Maybe you're very high up. You'll feel this in the inner groin. Flex your feet to protect your knees and support. And if you are very floppy in the low back, draw your belly in to support. You could even place a pillow or a blanket there to lift the low back up toward the sky. If you tend to be more tight in the low back, then let your belly just sag down to the floor. Not easy. So you just see what works. Let your head bow if it feels good, or even rest onto the floor, or a block, or a prop. And we're just breathe here for about 5 breaths. Drawing your hips back towards your heels all the while. How can this pose serve you? This is a real testament to the first chakra, the food, the shelter, the clothing, the basics, all the things we need. Those things have been a little bit, worrisome for some of us these days. So really tone and tune in and nourish this place. Base, your very base chakra. We'll take about 3 more breaths. Can you let go somewhere more? Can you engage and support somewhere more? Last breath. And just splat onto the mat. Let your legs go. Maybe you take a child pose or wide downward facing dog. Maybe you just rest for a moment here on the mat. If you're still on the mat, windshield wiper your legs side to side. We're going to meet belly down and just take a little rest with come back to the length of your mat and just rest for a couple of rounds of breath. Breathing even deeper. Integrating. That pose can bring things up, so just let it go. And then bring your forehead to the floor. And bend your knees and reach your hands back for your ankles or feet. Draw your knees in as close as you can and just pause here. This could be enough. Opening fronts of the hips, pressing the belly into the mat. Forehead down to the floor, pubic bone pressing down. Maybe this is like heaven, just it. If you'd like to come deeper, use your leg strength to lift your heart and lift your chest. And you may just come up a little bit. You may also rock and roll up and down the length of your belly. Amazing for digestion. We'll just take 2 breaths. See if you can find the fullness of the pose for you wherever that lives right now, right here, today. Last breath. And release. And we'll press it back to a downward facing dog, any way you want to get there. And bend your knees a lot in that dog and just let your head dangle. Let your breath fulfill and empty. And then jump to seated and lying down on your back. Bringing your feet to the floor and your hands come back to your belly. And the hands now rub the thighs and those hip flexors a little bit, just giving them some love. Now, if you have a block, I recommend taking it. If you don't, that's okay. We're going to take a bridge pose. But if you've got the block, we'll take the restorative bridge. So go ahead and bring your feet in close to your hips. And if you have the block, when you press through your feet, lift through the hips and place the block any height. It could be low, it could be medium, it could be high. Now, if you don't have a block, you're taking the more classic version of the pose. So go ahead and press through your feet and lift through your hips and engage those legs. Those on a block get the benefit of letting go into the pose. Those not on a block get the benefit of engaging the hamstrings and the glutes. Open your heart. Those of you who are not on a block, stay as long as you can, stay as long as you like. Those on the block, we're going to stay, and those not on the block, we're going to just take the pose 2 or 3 times. So if you're not on the block, come down when you're ready. Those on the block stay. You could change the height of the block if you wanted, lower it or raise it. Those who are ready to come into a second bridge, press through the feet, lift through the hips, and rise, rise, rise on up. Use your leg strength. Pull your heels in towards your body. Breathe. Stay as long as you can. Those on the block, keep on letting go, letting go, letting go. Rebalancing. Nourishing. Finding ease. And those of you who are in the bridge, we're going to take it one more time. So if you haven't come down, take a breath or 2, and come right back into it. If you prefer a wheel and it's in your practice, take it. Those of you on the block, just stay and enjoy and rest. If you're on the block and want to lengthen out your legs or one leg and then the other, please do that. And those of you in the classic bridge, come on down. And those of us on the blocks, let's also come on down nice and gentle. Hug your knees into your chest and circle out those knees. And just take your time with this. Let's windshield wiper the legs side to side, feet on the floor. And draw the right knee in and lengthen the left leg long. And just pause there and really lengthen that left side. Actually walk your left foot over to the right a little bit. And then back to neutral. And we're going to open the left knee for a moment out to a little 45-degree angle. You're still going to have the knee bent, and just open that inner groin one more time. You didn't get enough through the frog pose. And then go ahead and twist it across. Right knee comes across toward the left. Opening your right arm out. This is where we started. See where it takes you here. Gazing into that right palm, noticing, have you emptied out a bit? Have you gathered in a bit? Is there anything more to empty or fill? Feel into the twist as long as you'd like to stay. I'm going to move on to the second side just to show it. If you'd like to stay a little longer, please do. Otherwise, come on back to center and just windshield wiper a little bit, circle out those knees, whatever you need, and hug the left knee in and extend the right leg out. And just pause here for a moment and walk your right foot over to the left and just give a big reach out from your waistline, your hip, out through the heel, out through the leg, recentering that leg, and then hugging around. Your left knee comes out about a 45-degree angle and a nice opening for the inner hip, inner thigh. And then send it across for a twist. Left knee crosses over, left arm extends open. Just enjoy the twist. And the breath and the wriggling out. Last few breaths. You stay as long as you like. If you're just getting onto this side, welcome. Stay with it. We're going to end with the legs just reaching up to the sky. So in your own timing, find it. Again, if you have a block, you could place it under your hips and lift your legs to the sky and just let everything drain out for the next several breaths. You don't need the block to do this. You could just lift the legs up to the sky. And you can use your hands to support, or if you have a strap or a towel or a bathrobe tie, you could also use that to support the inversion. So just find a way that feels good for you. You could also bring your legs up onto a chair or a couch or the wall. You could take a different type of inversion, shoulder stand. Just find your breath and find this letting go. And you stay as long as you like. And when you feel ready, we're going to transition to Shavasana or any last minute pose that you'd like to take before Shavasana. And then when you feel ready, land yourself in Shavasana, returning to the earth, releasing all of yourself. Taking any supports that you might like under your knees or a little blanket over your body or your eyes. Let your shoulders drop away from the ears one more time and allow the palms to open skyward. And again, recommit to letting go. Relaxing your eyes and your cheekbones and your jaw. And your scalp, the back of the neck. And throat. Relaxing your shoulders. And your heart space, soften. Allow the ribs to drop in and down. And the belly and low back. Let it go. Pelvis, empty, released, softened. Arms and legs, releasing. Can you let go of the density? Can you let go of the trying and the doing? You just be. Let every toe and finger be blessed with your love and attention. And allow the whole body to let go. Taking a big breath in. And a long breath out. Again, inhaling full, deep, and slow. And exhale, let it go. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And again, make that little sound out the lips, the little horses, releasing the face and the mouth and the lips. Let your head roll side to side and taking your time. If there's something you need to do to stretch before rising, rolling on your side, please do that. Take your time. Taking all the space and time you need to come back up to seated. Let your head be rested and heavy. Find your seat, rounding into the earth through your pelvis and your legs and your feet. Tuck your chin gently as you come up to seated and lengthen the back line of your spine all the way through the crown of the head and down through the tailbone. And breathe into your body. Is there something you can release a little more? Your belly or your shoulders, the holding in your chest, your jaw, your brain, your ears, who knows, your skin. Let it go. And touch your hands to your heart. And let this touch be an offering from yourself to yourself. So that you're giving back and reminding yourself of your inner well. Fill it up with your personal beauty and talents and soul strengths. One by one, fill your own cup with your own brilliance. And just bow your head down to your hands and your heart and acknowledge your wellness, your brilliance, your beauty. And just sigh, a little sigh of love into your own being. Ah. And let your hands now gather up to your third eye, right between your brows, and touch in there. And let that also be a nourishing touch to release and relax any stressful thoughts in your brain, to acknowledge your divinity and your knowing, your wisdom. From there, let's bow to one another and say namaste. Namaste, friends. Ah.